All right, what's going on, folks? Today we're going to talk about, I'm with my partner, the corporate edge.
The corporate edge.
The corporate edge. Actually, I came in and I dove into the studio. I said, today
He's taking over.
We're
taking over my.
We're going to have conversation today, and I just want to spend some time with you. I want to spend some time with Donald. He has built a Empower. I mean, this dude, the TRC, the restaurant coach, man, this guy has been building for how long have you been building now?
17 years.
17 years. I remember.
You were at the epicenter of the birth of the restaurant coach brand. You've seen the humble beginnings of me, like clutched into a little cubicle.
Yes.
Recording my hey, welcome to the Restaurant Coach podcast.
I walk by and this guy is in a cubicle and he's like, hey, I'm not sure. What is he doing? He's like, he was like making podcasts. Man, podcasts wasn't even cool then.
Big back then. I think actually you bought a course.
I did buy a course.
You bought a course and you, not that we recommend this, but yeah. He bought a course. He let me have access to it. Yeah. And I consumed that shit.
But all fairness, I just gave it to him, and I didn't even consume it, but I gave it to him as a gift because I looked at it. You know what?
How many courses have you bought? You haven't listened to? How many?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, hundreds of courses. I bought probably a time. But you know what? That's one of the things I want to talk about a little bit. It's like the corporate edge is like helping people really inside the corporate America to gain the edge.
Exactly.
To set them apart, but it's not in corporate America. It's like what you do, right? It's everything. But it's funny when I talk to people who say, "Hey," I'll say, "Hey, how much have you spent on your education?" Oh my God, I know. Masterminds, or read books, or anything, and they'll say,
no, nothing.
But here's the part that really.
I bought a $20 book.
Here's the part that really gets me. Is like coaches. They're starting life coaching or whatever, and all of a sudden, hey guys, we're all important. Hey, all of a sudden, they're charging $5,000 for 90 days or whatever, and I'm like, well, how much have you ever spent on yourself? And most of them never spent any money on themselves.
Nothing.
It's all free, podcasts, all that, which is great, by the way. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with free content.
No, but I think you have to I think there's a line.
The reason that you get a coach is that you want the accountability. You want someone who can hold your feet to the fire. Mm-hmm. And I see you do it with your clients. I see you doing it with just people that we associate with. Thax, you are like, I mean, you could easily say Thax is a business coach. No, Thax is a human being coach in the sense that he wants to get the best out of every human being. Doesn't matter where we're at. I mean, sitting here, we're talking. Thax comes over to my house. We talk. We go to the gym. We go to this place called the Hive.
The Hive. You're in Arizona, if you're in Scottsdale, Arizona.
The best gym in the world, by the way.
It's amazing.
But I'm telling you, you just watch Thax in action. Coaches coach. It's like, I read, what it was the one time, someone say, you want to be a writer, just write.
Right.
If you want to be a coach. And I'm telling you, the money will come when you invest in yourself to maximize your coaching skills. That's those hard skills. I would probably say the one thing I want to work on more, which you're really, really great at, is you are great at active listening. You are really, really great about listening to what people are saying, not listening to respond, but listening to actually take it in and consume and understand their dynamics, which is a lot of people just miss them. People want to be smarter than them.
Yeah. You know what? Here's what I learned. If you really watch people, you can watch what they say, but you can really figure out what's going on if you just look through their heart. Where they're at. Oh, yeah. Just kind of look and see where they're at, and and what you want to do is you want to meet people where they're at, because if you try to go way ahead of them, or you try to maybe even remind them of their past, it just doesn't work. People just want to be heard.
They do.
And no matter what business you're in, it doesn't. The corporate world. You got these young guys want to move up, and they want to hustle, and they want to do all these things. And they're trying to figure it out, and they get burned out, and they just don't have the mentors. They don't have people that actually will help them. Then you get people our age that are in corporate America, and they feel like, my age, I'm stuck. I'm stuck because of my age. I'm telling you, and you know this. We at the gym, we are considered the OGs. Okay, and I don't consider that. I don't say that's not we're the OGs, but that's not the old goats. That's the original gangsta.
Original gangsters, not old goats, not goat, not old.
No, not old goat.
Not old goat.
But I would tell you that is a lie. That is a lie. My deal is look, in my mind, I'm 25, 26 years old. I don't look like that, but I'm still like,
I say you're in your 30s. I say you're low 30s.
Yeah, I'm 58, but yeah, thank you. This dude's 60. Anyways.
I'm 60, he's 58.
But my point is
here we are, right? And look at us.
And we're not going to ever quit.
No, never quit.
But my point is like, you can be better as you age. The wisdom, the knowledge, the things that you learn, and the things you're able to put out in the world because you've been there, you walked it. But also, it's not arrogance, it's not ego. No. It's about really making people better and supporting them, and just living that life that that you feel good about yourself and you make a dent in the world.
If I was going to ask you, what do you think is like the one thing? If I could just put your finger.
Yeah,
one thing.
What's the one thing?
What's the one thing you think holds people back from reaching their potential?
Oh man, the one thing.
The one thing. It's like I call it the domino. Yeah, like if I knock this domino down, like all the other dominoes just fall in place.
Yeah, the one thing that holds people back.
Yeah,
it really
from reaching their potential.
Yeah, I think the one thing is, man, there's a couple things, but there's one thing. The one thing is we judge ourselves way too much.
Damn, that's good. Yeah.
We judge ourselves.
Guilty.
So
we beat ourselves up.
Coulda, shoulda,
beat the out of ourselves all the time.
And it's like, and there's this judgment you cast on it. And it's like, if you could ever just learn. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know if it's innate. I don't know. But I just learned a long time ago. I just learned to forgive myself because I make errors. I do really well. Then I make an error. I say something I shouldn't say. But I just got this. I think because because you asked me the other day even. It's like, yeah, you're able to do that. And I think reason why, because I never had someone that would say, hey, I love you. Hey, you're doing great. You're doing all those things. So I finally pitched like, hey, if not you, then how about me? So I just learned to love myself. I'm like, it's okay. And then I just learned that. And I learned that as I was younger. And that's growing. So like,
I think that's a lot of us miss that self-compassion.
Yeah. And I really don't know where it comes from because I didn't have a dad. My mom was tough. She had to play both roles.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really have that. I just don't know where I got that, but I just learned a long time ago, man, forgiveness. Learn to forgive yourself is amazing.
You mentioned that at the gym the other morning, and I tell you, I really actually, one of the things, like when you associate with high level people, Dax, like Doug, who owns the Hive, the people that we like to run with. I mean, when you associate with higher level people, you can't help but get some, I would call them gold nuggets. Just kind of like, and then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, it's like, because you were talking at the gym the other day about forgiveness, and that's one of the things you said I need to work on for myself is having a little bit more forgiveness with myself.
Yeah,
and
most people do.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I know I do. I mean, it's one of my things I'm definitely working on. But it wasn't like until we had that conversation at the Hive, and we're just standing there, and it really got me thinking, like, man, I just need to be.
Right.
I'm doing all right.
Something else. You're doing right.
Doing all right.
Something else, guys. I apologize. We're all over the board, but this was designed this way on this conversation tonight. I think one of the biggest things too is I really ask, and I ask God. I'm a believer, and I ask God to like give me direction. Who should I have conversations with? Help me see the things that I need to see to be able to help people and help them get to where they want. And so I'm revealed a lot of things by just feeling, having conversations and knowing, and just like, hey, what do I need to say here? Direct me. And usually I have the right things to say at the right time, but it's not me, because if it was me, I would fail that. But I do feel that calling and that intuition of just how to read people and to know people, know their hearts. And that's something
I've always been really great about reading people. One of the things I can tell, I mean, I've known Dax for 15 years.
Yeah, plus, 15 years.
50, maybe 16.
So going on 16 years. Yeah.
One thing I would say about Dax, he has his like special gift is that he can see the potential in people that they can't see themselves. And I have said this so many times, and I always give Dax credit. Dax has always seen the potential in me when I didn't see the potential in myself. and I'm telling you, just having someone in your corner just like says, hey man, dude, I believe in you, man. You know, you're on the right track. Just keep going. Just keep the pressure on. Just, all gas, no brakes. I tell you, man, that has been a game changer in my life. Just having people that just believe in you.
Yeah,
like you can just push through it.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, man. We all have bad days.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody does. I don't care who you are. Everybody has a bad day.
Everybody, look.
If you're breathing, you've had a bad day.
Well, yeah. My point is that's true. But my point is, I say this a lot, and I mean it. You're either going in the valley or you're coming out all the time. In the valley and coming out all the time. I mean, there's times that I have things that hit me, and I'm like, how much more can I take? Why me? And God says to me, why not you? So I'm like, okay, so I get that. So I'm breathing, I'm healthy, and He's giving me the abilities and giving me the talent in some areas, and I'm going to use them and run with them. So I think that's important. What do you think? What do you think? Well, maybe there's some other things is that maybe hold someone back, and that there's got to be something in your mind that because you coach a lot of people. You're always on the Zoom calls, talking to people, coaching people. It's not business problems. It's like
all business problems are people problems. No, people problems are mindset problems. It's usually, I would say, if I had to pick, especially with my clientele, like restaurant owners, the number one thing that holds them back is limiting beliefs. They have a whole bunch of limiting beliefs are like this set of little rules you have in your head that you think that's the way that life should be, or rules should be. Life is a game. Life is a struggle. Life is a challenge. Life is adventure. These little things that you have in your head, these little belief systems, like money. Oh my God, money mindset, huge.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably like me. My mom was like, money doesn't grow on trees. You think I'm made of money? Yeah.
Turn the lights off.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh, only rich people are greedy.
You know what? I hear that so much. And you know what? But it is. My thing is, I'm asking you something. Some of the most wealthy people we know, they're the most kind-hearted.
You know what I always say? I say money is an amplifier.
Yes, of who you are.
Yes. If you're already more money is just gonna make you a big
10x.
Yep. If you're a kind, generous, giving person, money just makes you more generous.
Grant Cardone, I would say that's a 10x.
That is a 10x.
So that is so
true.
Like
you know me, I love to give gifts out.
Oh man!
And I gave Doug at the high of a challenge, one of my pararescue challenge coins. He says, "Man, you always give out gifts all the time." I said,
you do.
That's just who I am.
He's a gift giver. I mean, you got. I'm looking at his in the kitchen. He's got books everywhere.
We got a whole stack. We got 20 books getting ready to be sent out to people.
And there's something about giving though. When you give of yourself and not expect anything back, you know what I mean? I think it's important.
It's
really, you know what? That is. I think that's a golden rule. I mean,
I just think it's good psychic karma, man. It's good. It's good, just karma overall, man.
It feels good to give, really.
It's good.
I would say I'd rather give than receive. I'm not a good receiver. I like to give good things. I'm a receiver. People say, "Hey, man, help me." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I appreciate it." What about you?
Like me, yeah.
I'm like, "Let's go to you." I want to go to you. Don't spend no time on me. I want to go.
I used to be bad about that, dude. Oh my God, I used to be bad. When I was a young chef. Oh my God, I was horrible at taking compliments. It'd be like somebody would come up to the kitchen and say, "Hey, the food was great." I'd be like, "Okay, thanks."
Where does that come from?
I don't know.
What about you guys? Gang?
Yeah, where does it come from?
Where does it come from? Can you take a compliment? I mean, can you actually take a compliment? You're like, "Hey, thank you. I really appreciate it." Really, I think
and take it in your heart. Thank you.
We need to learn to do that. We need to learn to receive it and go, "Thank you."
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I see. There's something I can learn because I suck at it. I absolutely suck at it. And I think I could do better than that too, right? Let me ask you something else, dude. I gotta ask you this. How? And if so, I mean, look, dude, you lost how many pounds have you lost?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see. I'm 218 now. I was 245.
245. And what's your body fat went from 21 to
24% down to 7%.
7%. I want to ask you, how does that make you feel now? How's your production? How is your mental thought process? Tell me a little bit about that. Because hey guys, I told you we're gonna be all over the place, but I'm telling you,
we are all over the place.
Dude, I love
We're
it.
like
This is
we're like the ADD squirrels.
This is squirrels. Okay.
We're squirrels.
We should have called it the squirrel episode.
The squirrel show. Let's call it the squirrel show. Two squirrels.
Trying to get a nut.
Two squirrels and a nut. We're gonna rename the podcast from the corporate entities. Two squirrels trying to get a nut.
Right.
That's it. That's what we're trying to do.
So tell me, seriously, how's it make you feel? How do you
It's
take on the day?
a mental game changer. Just when you have a body that just
is
is powerful, weaponized. It's powerful. The confidence. I mean,
it's not ego either.
it's not ego. It's just
like feeling good about your
it's
stuff,
a subtle, it's a subconscious just confidence that I just feel just good about myself. I feel good about how I look. You know, yeah. I just feel more. And here's the big thing too. I also feel more centered.
Well,
Yeah.
because it helps you kind of like with everything, right? When you say center, it helps you with like you want to stay on
Helps
track
me
with
with my
meditation,
focus.
your
Yeah,
focus,
just-
your food, your intake.
But also too, when you go through the program like we're in, and shout out to our fitness coach Carter Montgomery. The man is a beast,
Yes,
and
he
if
is.
you want results,
He'll get you
reach out.
results.
Carter will get you results if you do the work.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the biggest thing though, as I've dug into our fitness journey and stuff like that, and I've started seeing more results. I also noticed that my discipline gets a lot stronger and also easier too.
Right.
It's just so like now I'm not arguing with myself. I'm not, you get up in the morning, alarm goes off, snooze button. Now it's looking now it's like, let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's get going.
You know what? I will tell you this. I don't know what it is, but I feel so energized. I'm getting up at this is no joke.
I wake up without the alarm now.
Me too. But the problem is, I'm only sleeping like 5.5, 6 hours. So I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to go away. I think I need more,
I
but I
hope it
feel
does.
good.
Well, I feel good too.
But I get up and I'm like, boom, I'm ready to go. Sometimes I wake up like 3:30. Go, man, I can't sleep. I got another 30 minutes before I get up. But I don't want to get. I want to get up right then.
Yeah.
So I would tell you that's one of the things.
How about you? What have you seen? Because you've changed too. So if you haven't been following Thax for a while, Thax for a long time. Thax always been into fitness. Always been into fitness.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Always been
Doing
into
something.
fitness. Always been into something. For a long time he was for last couple of years, really big into Ironmans.
Yeah.
And he was super leaned out. I mean, super, super lean.
I had a big head. Don was like, I look at pictures. I was like, I'm not that big now, but I was like 15 pounds lighter. Swimming, biking, all
I'm
that
doing at the
stuff.
gym now. I'm like, God damn, man. Thax is putting on some muscle, man.
I feel better. I
Yeah.
feel my mobile is good. My knees, my everything. I still run a couple miles, I run 6 miles a week. That's it.
That's
all
actually good. Compared to what you used to do.
Oh yeah, I used to do like 25 miles. a
Easy.
week. Yeah, so I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Bike, swim, no. I'm just as I get older, I think, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more muscle on, feel good, and I feel more productive. I have more energy now than I did when I was doing the Ironmans.
Oh,
For sure. Right. So my food's dialed in too. I eat a little differently. I eat more protein. So that's
We eat more than we ever did.
Yeah.
But our body weight is so much better, and our body fat's so much better. So it's just kind of any kind of fuel.
Yeah.
What you put in your body is really, really critical because what you put in, you get out. It's like if you had a Ferrari, you wouldn't put in cheap gas,
True.
right?
Good products, good meat. But we had a couple bison burgers where we jumped on his stall. Actually, I was gonna leave like, no, we're gonna do this.
We're gonna jump and do a podcast real quick. Yeah,
He's like, all right, whatever you want to do.
let's do it, baby.
Now, you got to tell them you're disciplined and you do your core 4. You got your body lined out. You got your.
That's not negotiable anymore. That's routine now.
So your spiritual side, you're on the Bible pretty much every day.
Every day, dialed in on that.
And then your balance, your kids. I've seen you have way more relationships. Your relationships with your kids are amazing.
Night and day.
Amazing.
Where like 5 years ago, dude.
Yes.
Like I barely had any relationship with my kids.
I mean, now they're like having conversations and just like it's just good to see. And then too with friends and and colleagues. I mean, you're like doing great. And then your business is doing good, man. You're always like on it. You're always bringing in new book out. Oh, you got a new book, man. Look at this dude, man. And look at this dude. And now tell him about the Elite Book Club.
Oh,
it's not a book club.
Oh, books, bestseller
Blueprint. That's right. And tell them a little bit about that. And you got two slots left.
I got 2 slots left. Yeah. So this is my 7th book. It's also my 7th Amazon bestseller. So I actually
bestseller.
So when I started my writing journey, 2017, I hired a writing coach.
Right.
Yeah, and he helped me out, and he gave me like this framework and fundamental stuff. And since then, I've taken that framework and I use the same frame, and I've used it now for 7 books. And every time I do the book, every time I launch it, it becomes an Amazon bestseller. So now I'm actually going to show people how I've written
The process.
the process,
How you think.
but also the accountability. And it's going to be like a little mastermind group too. So not only are you going to learn how to write an Amazon bestseller and have an Amazon bestseller, but we're also going to keep you accountable, and you're going to elevate everything else in your life too, because this mastermind group, Dax is in the mastermind group.
Small group. It's
Super small.
elite 6.
I mean, we handpicked.
6.
We
elite.
handpicked people. Handpicked
Only
people.
6.
That's it. Well,
2 left.
we got 2 left.
2 left. But it's elite 6.
Elite 6, baby. Well, that's it. Man, it's
Right.
Yeah.
So if you want, I mean, if you're going to have some things here in Scottsdale, Arizona,
we're gonna have some live events
a lot
here.
of events here.
we're gonna do
do
some
some cool
corporate-
things. You know,
cool
maybe
stuff.
go get a rucksack on and do some
Hiking.
hiking, and
Maybe not in the summer.
it's hot here,
Maybe in the fall we'll go hiking.
but we will go to the high.
We'll go to the high for sure. We'll definitely work out. We'll definitely do some boat plunging.
Go plunging. He's
Yeah.
he's an
I
animal. That
love
one, he
go
like 9 minutes or something.
6.
Yeah.
But I do 3 rounds, 6
That's-
minutes
He's an overachiever.
at 46 degrees.
He's an overachiever. That's all I'm gonna say. Right?
You know what? Hanging out with you has made me an overachiever. You cannot. I've said this before all the time. You can't not hang out with Dax and not elevate your game. You just can't. It's impossible. Unless-
starts in the morning. Hey, if he's in middle late, I'm like,
Oh, dude, like it's like 6:01. I'm getting lit up on my. Where are you, man? Let's go. It's like
James, I'm here.
I'm here. I was like, I sat and my mistake. I talked to one of the trainers, Nate, at the gym, and they're like, no. And then I walk out and like, where you been? I'm here. Just like that.
And listen, if you want to be a high performer, if you really want to stand out, you want to make a difference, then you need to get around the right people. You don't need to, but it would.
And you don't need a big group.
No, get a small. Matter of fact,
Small
I would say keep your circle small.
It's like keep it on one hand.
Yeah, keep one.
Your inner circle should be on one hand.
You're this one, and this one under these 5, right?
5.
I just think it's something about that.
Yeah.
So
It's like, but man, the people you run with,
it's everything.
it's everything.
Who do you gonna call when you need somebody, and they know you're gonna show up? That's and they're gonna do the same for you. I mean, it's gonna go both ways. Somebody call you 2:00 in the morning, and you call. If you call this one person, that dude or that young lady's gonna show up. Make sure that you surround yourself with people like that.
I want to go back real quick and circle back to something we talked about earlier about that money mindset.
Yeah.
And how you talked about, like, these guys talk about, they're trying to charge people 5, 10K for a coaching program, but they've never invested in coaching themselves. I'll tell you right now, your money mindset, how you spend is how you attract.
100%.
100%.
Because I would tell you, if you're watching this and you spend some time on this, then you have the potential to achieve unbelievable things in your life. Mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, you can really have it all. You can have it all lifestyle. We talk about that. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to struggle. I'm not going to say that things are going to not come up. There's going to things happen. But what happens is when you have the mindset, what you do is you go in there, but guess what's going to happen too? You're going to have one of your people in the circle going to say, yo, wake up. It's time to move forward.
That's it.
Let's move forward. And guess what? That's all you needed. And
That's all you needed.
you jump back on. And then one day, you're going to say to that dude or that other person, hey, man, wake up. Let's go. That's what it's all about.
It's all about that.
So surround yourself with great people. Thanks for watching some of this. It's definitely not scripted, as you can tell.
Definitely not scripted.
And this guy, man,
you know what? We should do more. We should do more of these.
I know. This dude loves a script.
You know what? But these conversations are really good. I love these raw organic conversations. And actually, we could do it in the other room. I got those 2 leather chairs. We could set the camera.
We'll do that next time.
And then we'll have like microphones, and we'll do it like in a chair. So like
we're gonna call it. We'll say uncensored.
We'll call it uncensored with Dax and Donald. Yeah. Uncensored.
We talk about everything: performance, spirituality. Hey, listen, if you throw a couple little bad words out, it's
whatever you want to talk about. Let us know what you want to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Give us some ideas.
Give us some ideas because
there's no taboo topics. We'll talk about anything.
No, we're gonna cut this all. We're gonna cut this all up.
We'll talk about.
This guy will talk about anything. I'm on a low down.
We'll talk about anything.
Anyways, guys, listen, we love you. Thank you for watching.
Perfect.
Donald, thanks for your time, man.
Thank you.
Love you, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Be well.
Love you, brother.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
Ciao.